Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ plus story for today. I'm Faye Watt, and let's queer up South Florida and Florida. Stonewall's Robert Kesten emotional charge, quote, "We are the children of the rainbow," end quote. Stonewall National Museum Archives and Library will honor LGBTQ plus heroes at its annual gala. The event will happen in Wilton Manors, Florida on March 1st, 2025. Entrepreneur Tristan Shucraft and the late Edie Windsor will receive special recognition. Windsor's widow, Judith Kesten Windsor, will accept the honor on her behalf. Windsor's Supreme Court victory helped legalize same-sex marriage nationwide. On the occasion of the upcoming Stonewall Gala, Stonewall's executive director, Robert Kesten, posted a passionate message on Facebook celebrating queer community. He warned about the erosion of queer rights in the U.S. He criticized the Department of Homeland Security's new domestic surveillance rules. He said LGBTQ people are no longer protected. He called it a dangerous slide backwards for democracy. Kesten urged the community to take action. He said, quote, "We as the children of the rainbow must build the coalition that saves our nation. Take out your flags, American and rainbow, and let the world know we are here," end quote. Tickets for the event are available at stonewall-museum.org. I love Robert Kesten. He is such a passionate individual, right? And we need the white men, the white cisgender men, to be up in arms, mad and passionate like Robert Kesten is, like Glenn Weinzimmer is. These are the, because at the end of the day, right, if you are not a white cisgendered man, you're in trouble. So unfortunately, and fortunately, we need the white cisgendered men at the front of this fight screaming for us. It sucks that we need them they're not giving us permission to come on up, but we need you. And Robert Kesten is very well aware about what's going on in the world.
And Robert's job is to protect our history, and I am so happy that he's coming out with this passion for his gala because it is important. And I love the fact that he's like, it's time to stand up. It's time to speak out. It's time to show up.
Yeah.
The whole colors of the rainbow, like everyone needs to be there. Even if you don't think you have a spot on that rainbow, show up because it's affecting you indirectly or directly. And it's more directly that everyone needs to show up.
Yeah.
And they need to take action. And this is a perfect place to invest your money and protect our history. During World War II, there was lots of history that was taken away buried in caves and stuff, transferred over. I remember being in the Czech Republic, and it was supposed to be the final museum to a lost civilization or a lost race. And it was all the Jewish artifacts from all the temples in Europe were all sent to the Czech Republic. Stonewall is our Czech Republic. Stonewall is the place where everything's being taken and hidden.
Yeah.
So, we have to protect it. It's in a library. It's not like it's in a steel case where it's being buried underground or it's protected from a fire. It's scary that it's all right there. And thank God a lot of it's electronic now and been scanned in. But, kudos to him for taking this.
Kudos.
Stance.
But he knows how important it is. Just a couple of weeks ago, we did the story on the fact that they eliminated the T from the Stonewall Monument.
Right.
Like they were never there. Like it wasn't about them. Like they weren't the ones who threw the first brick. They were.
And the LGB should be happy because they didn't attack us. That's sort of the attitude. Like, we got away from that one.
No,
we didn't.
No.
It just keeps shrinking the letters.
There was a protest, I believe it was last weekend, and they were protesting Tesla dealership, and they were also protesting in front of City Hall. And unfortunately, our numbers weren't a lot,
That's
right?
What I was going to say, like 200 people showed up.
We needed that to be 3,000 people. We needed everybody to stand up. And that's what Robert is saying, right? When you think, I don't know anybody. I don't want to go. There's no parking. F you, all right? Grab your flag and get there.
Because if it's Pride, you'll find parking when there is no parking.
You'll figure it, and there's no parking when there's 50,000 people hanging out with us at Stonewall, at our Pride parade.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you find a way there if you want to go. If it's a party, you'll find your way.
Or if it's ass, okay? If it's a hot day, you figure out how to get there, right? Then you need to figure out how to get to the protest. Or if you can't get there in person, there are ways to protest online, on social media. There are ways.
If your goal is to meet a hot ass, maybe you'll meet a hot ass that's all fired up at the protest. You can still kill two birds with one stone and make a difference.
Glenn is always thinking. Right? Glenn is always thinking, listen, but if you're not, it's now or never, folks. It just really is.
It's so important for us to preserve our history. Even you made reference to the website that's dropped the T. I think it was a couple of days ago, they recently scrubbed that same website of scholarly papers that were done. I think Julio from FIU,
yes.
was also an anchor,
yes.
said he was part of that. And I remember him distinctly saying, thank God they haven't gotten rid of that. Well, they got rid of that. So it's important that we keep these stories alive, right?
Yep.
And you know they're watching us.
Storytelling, 100%.
I mean, there's no
100%.
question that they're watching.
Yeah, they want us to fight each other. They want us to disagree. They want us to say, "Oh, why aren't you helping? Screw you. You're not part of us." No, that's not what we can do right now. Right now, we unify, and that means unify all the letters. And some of you idiots that think that, oh, we stayed back for the T, F you, okay? Get on board, do what you have to do, because trust me, your marriage is at risk too.
100%.
So that is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ plus stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.